All right, we are live with the ROX Mods. This is the first of two races at Supercar Grand Prix with the ROX Mods. The oval feature tonight. This one has been probably one of the hallmarks of the ROX Mod series, one of the top ones, one that a lot of people have been wanting to win for a very, very long time. We got 4 qualifying groups. The first one is going to be Jason Dady in the 20 car. 59 Speedy at R1 and 48 of Steve Waters, who is operating Blitz Danger's car. Group 2 is the American Ferrari operated by Mr. Monaco, Rebel 26, and East 951. Qualifying Group 3 will be Shuffle 15, East Nicolauds, and Aris Netta. And the last group, the heavy hitters, will be Gohan, Guillaume FX2, and Twitter V6. That being said, prepare yourselves. Eris is saying me. Do you need something? Because we will otherwise get ready to go. General. Alright, we're gonna look at whatever's being sent in general. Let's see what Eris has in general. Instead, it's just a stream. Okay. I'll fix that one later. Because we're here right now. I'll have it open that just when it comes around. So, yeah, I got that ready to change, so I'll be changed later. Alright, Group 1, are you guys ready? Just say R in the chat. I need to see if you can head to your car, please. Alright, Group 1. Jason's ready, Speedy, revving, everyone's ready, so watch the lights. We are green. And Speedy with some anxiousness, he's out on the track already, and we are out and we are qualifying. So the first group is out on the track. Well, let's see what those times are going to be as to make their way through 3 and 4, some of the fastest cars on the oval. Let me clear this out. First laps are in 12.305 by Jason Dady. Now we got 4 more laps to go in this 5-lap qualifying session. This is again Group 1. Speed at R1 is going to go high. So is Steve Waters. Jason Dady off to the lead. But Steve Waters taking the top time at 11.933. Speed at R1 with the purple Sector 1. The first time we've seen that all weekend out of him. And crossing start finish line. Now 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Jason Dady and everyone else behind. This time by now the white flag in the air. That's true. As Jason has Steve Waters right behind him on his tail. Steve Waters so far has set the fastest lap. And they make the way around 3 and 4 one more time. Checkers are in the gear. Alright. Steve Waters so far the top time. Make your way into the pit lane. Not the paddocks, the pit lane. Alright, Group 2 is East 951. Hold yourselves up for a second here. We're waiting on Speedy, who stopped there off of, oh, that's weird. Reminder, we're only taking the top 12 cars. Now, we probably might have enough space, but we'll see. Alright, everyone's in. Watch the lights. Group 2. Green flag on the track. Alright. Group number 3 heads to staging as Group 2 makes their way out onto the track. Mr. Monaco, the American Ferrari, he's gone without practice. As there's a volley of smoke you can see in the pit lane as everyone, or on the track entrance, everyone makes their way out. First lap in for East 951, who'll go second to the board. Steve Waters so far holding out the pole position for the time being, but we got 4 more laps for this group of 3. Out of 3 and 4, East 951. Will they go top? He gets a purple Sector 3, but it's not going to be enough. He will still stay in second, but purple Sector 1 for East 951. 3 more times across that start-finish line. Mr. Monaco's in third, but how about East? He goes top of the board, but just for a split second. Mr. Monaco was still at the line. 2 laps to go between East 951. Now side by side between him and Mr. Monaco. This time by the white flag in the air between the two. Mr. Monaco taking the inside line. As Speedy's doing God knows what in the pit lane. Rebel's going to be starting with a 4 so far. Out of the final turn, the checkers are out for East Time 5-1. Mr. Monaco and everyone else, let's head into the pit lane, guys. East, if you are genuinely done, you can pull off the track entrance. We'll be driving backwards. So please pull it off here. Off of turn 4. And our current qualifying order is Mr. Monaco in first place, East Time 5-1 in second place, Steve Waters in third, Bandit in fourth, Jason in fifth, sixth is Speedits R1. That being said, group number 2, ready yourselves. Green flag's out. Harris Netta's got a screaming V8. That was group 2, Giram. Or that was group 3, you're in group 4. Yeah. So we have a couple of heavy hitters. Shuffle had the podium in the Formula Micro race we had earlier. Let's see. The first laps are in, I believe. Yes. I'm going to change everyone's laps to 1. Shuffle was second on the board. Will he go top of the board? He goes a little bit faster, but not quite in range of the American Ferrari. Now, there's 3 laps to go in this qualifying session. Out of 3 and 4, 2 laps to go now as Shuffle makes his way across the line. No major improvements. Arisnetta was looking fast. She'll make her way up into the 3rd place spot. Nicolaus is in 6th place, currently yet to pass Steve Waters. Now 2 to go, but now 1 to go. White flag in the air. Shuffle is going to remain second on the board. Nicolaus moves up to 4th place. Mr. Monaco, without any practice, still unstoppable in his time, but here's Checkers. Alright, make our way out 4 into the pit lane. That is qualifying Group 3. In an awesome performance. Shuffle's just a little bit shy, however, of the American Ferrari. We got 3 more cars, and it is the heaviest hitters. All 3 of them have been winners in the past couple of months and have had dominant performances. The green flag's out for group number 4. Group number 4, please get out and onto the track. Jake, hold up. Be in the group after. Alright, we're going to watch from Giram's perspective. First lap in for Giram, FX2, top of the board, 11.593. Oh, but it gets beaten out by Gohan by a couple of thousandths, but Giram gets around another lap in. It's not going to be fast enough. Gohan has taken the top of the board. Twin W6 is still out of the attack sphere, but Giram out of 3 and 4 will be just a bit short. 2 laps to go for Giram FX2. That was a jump between positions. 2 very fast laps. Twin still is only in 4th. Out of the final turn, the white flag in the air for Giram FX2. Twin goes top of the board, 11.549. 1 more lap to go out of 3 and 4. This is the last shot. The checkers go out. Giram is not going to do it. Twin W6 holds the pole. How about Gohan? None of them can do anything. The yellow flag comes out. Please pull off of a 4. Off of 4. Alright. What a crazy turn of events. Now we have T7 Jake. This is where the 5-minute countdown will start right now. Green flag out for T7 Jake. Now Jake is running it. He is usually our pace car driver. He might stay that way. We'll see what his final choice is, but T7 Jake out on the racetrack. So Jake out on the track his first lap. It's going to be 11.859. Puts him in an A spot. He's going to scrub out the wall and almost spins it. Out of 3 and 4, T7 Jake on his second lap. It's not going to be an improved one. With 3 more shots at it. T7 Jake's out of green sector 1 out of 4. Does not improve 11.951. 2 more for Jake. This time by the white flag in the air for T7 Jake. He's going to scrub the inside. That might have messed him up. We'll see. He's got 1 last shot. Jake making his way down the back straight is a green sector 1. Oh, but he's going to spin out. and conveniently into the pit lane. Nice shot, Jake. So that does it for now. I don't know if anyone else is out to qualify. There's a Surthy. Jake, you sure? Let's see. We got 13 entries. If you race in these races, that's going to send Speedy Gets R1 home. Is there anyone here that's not going to be able to start the race? We'll wait for the end of the timer. So just stay put. We still got 3 minutes. Jason, shuffle. All right. See if anyone else is going to be starting. If that's the case, Jake, I won't mute you. If you see any spins, as well as Eris, to help watch in case there's anything, just do it for that. Alright, we're 2.5 minutes. So yeah, there is a 12 car cutoff. I did say that as part of the announcement. Jake is racing, that means I'm hosting. So we're still going to do 10 laps of pacing just in case, because we do know that there might be a lot of lag getting going. And we'll be pacing at 50 miles an hour, so it's going to go by pretty fast. So current order as it stands, it's Twin Turbo V6 at the pole. Second place is Gilhan 131, Gear Methods 2 in third. So that's going to be row 2. To the outside will be Mr. Monaco. Row 3 on the inside in 5th place, that's Shuffle 15. Aersnet to the outside in 6th place. Row 4 is going to be Nico Ounce and T7 Jake on the outside in 8th. Row 5 will be Stunt 5-1 in 9th, and then 10th place will be Steve Waters. Row 6 will be Bandit and Jason Dady. So we've got about a minute left. I must remind you guys again to line up with 1 row of division between you guys. We're going to have 6 rows. So. And Evan Varney is here. Has he joined the BC, though? That's the question. We're going to let Micah run 1 run. You get 5 laps. But get out onto the track right now. Remember, only the top 12 qualifiers are going to start. Rebel, I think you're going to be fine with how this guy's driving. That's your first lap. That's your second lap. You got 3 more to go. He's got on track. You got one more after this one. And make sure to upshift. Alright, one to go. I don't think I want this guy to race. Nah. Alright. That's going to be it for qualifying. Unfortunately for Speedy SR1 as well as Micah, you two will be going home. That is Micah. That was a guy that was in the VC. Slower than Speedy. Alright, lineup. Inside row will be on the second to bottom line. Please line your car up on the center of the line. Make sure there is an extra line between rows because we need more space. So make sure there's 2 rows between cars. Make your way slowly. Please try not to cross the line. Twin Triple V6 is going to line up first place. Gohan's going to be to the outside. Then it is going to be line up back to this line. Line your car up on these lines. By row, make sure there is an open line between your rows, so there's less lag when we get going. Gohan, move up. You just need to be up. You need to put your nose up to here. Mr. Monaco, go back. The further we could do this, the sooner we could get going. Once you're in, please turn your car off and hop out. Alright, row 3 on the inside is going to be Shuffle. Shuffle's lined up right. Arisnetta needs to move up to the outside of Shuffle. Row 4, please move back to here. So Nicolas is going to be here, and then the outside is going to be Jake. Line up your nose on the end of that line. Row 4 is going to be back to here. And row 5, you guys are lined up good up there. So line up to the outside of Rebel, Jason. And once you're lined up, please turn your car off and hop out. I can turn it off. If you can't. Okay. We will be doing the national anthem, and then after the national anthem, we're going to get straight to the event. When you're listening for cars that are on, I'll help you turn them off. So, Nicolas. The reason we do this is so that people that are AFK, we can help them with their cars, so we need Nico out. If anyone is AFK. Ace, to your car. Stop fucking around. We will be removing the bonus extra cars out in the place. To cut down on lag. If you guys want, you can watch the rest of the show, Micah. Just enjoy the show. Just please don't touch the trophies or bottles. And for those in the stands, we're going to do a very brief candy toss too. I got candies. We're going to do it like we do other short tracks. So, let me get those real quickly. Once we get the candy toss. It sounds like someone breaking their bones. Is there a Spectre? Yes, there is. Give them some candies. Alright. Lap times. We will reset them. Let me unmute a couple of drivers. Micah, I don't know. I think Jake's is probably going to end up being the pace car driver somehow. Let me unmute Eris. I'll unmute Jake. And I'm gonna mute Nico, so if you guys see someone spin, please let us know. We're gonna get on to the anthem now. I'm sorry for the amount of time that it is taking to get to this point. I promise, once a race gets going, it's gonna go faster. So, All right. Only East only.
He's probably gonna end up becoming the pace car at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Just only speak if you see someone spin. All right. If you guys can face the flag over there off of turn number 4, take off your virtual hat. You don't have to. Hand over your heart if you want. I'm gonna play the national anthem. Gentlemen and heirs, start your engines. Alright. Well, we are one heir short of going off already. You're going to have 10 pace laps to work with. Because we have a lot of cars. I think everyone's to their cars except for heirs. But 12 cars. Now we're going to go from the back to the front as Aries is AFK currently. From the back to the front, we have the 20 of Jason Dady. And we have in 11th, Rebel 26. The 48 is going to take up 10th place. East 951 in 9th. T7 Jake in 8th. Then 95 Nico Outs in 7th. 45 Arizona in 6th place. 15 of Shuffle in 5th. 4th, the American Ferrari number 7 machine and Mr. Monaco. And then 45A is going to be in 3rd. Front row in the 12 is Gohan. And then our pole sitter twin is in the 32. Everyone's in their car. So that being said, try to go 40 miles an hour on the inside. Outside, you're just going to be ahead of the car on your inside. Try to do that. You know, flag on the car, if he goes. Just try to be some patience here. Again, a 12-car field to mark the end of the oval races this time at Spooky Night Grand Prix. We got plenty more in the future, but I know to the greatness that it is. 12 cars. If we could get Jake to move up a little bit, that'd be great. We're doing pretty good on pacing. Now, who's going to be the pick? I really couldn't tell you. Twin was looking fast, but so was Gohan. Mr. Monaco was surprisingly unstoppable, but everyone in Group 4 was about as you'd expect. So it could really be any of these cars. It could be a dark horse in the back. Who knows? There's going to be a hell of a showcase of what the ROX Mods are. Steve Waters got himself into a pretty good qualifying run, too. So he's been improving just as the weekend goes through. If we get the American Ferrari to move up a little bit, that'd be great. So if we could get Mr. Monaco just to move up just a few feet. Okay, we're doing... Mr. Monaco, please move up. Just a bit. Okay, we're looking really good. Nicola, C951. Alright. It's a little bit too much, Mr. Monaco. Here's Nena. Just slowly coast it back. You're good. Remember, if you guys have to adjust your speed, just use... just let off your throttle. Please try not to use your brakes. Let's not redline rev because it will cause you to have a very bad start. These things take a pretty hot minute to shift. So that is an avoidable circumstance. you don't want to have. Now, another thing I want to say, do not pass guard of you until you cross the start finish line. If there's enough of it, then you will probably be dropped to the rear. We don't want to have a race go from double file to single file. So please don't be that guy. So now we are down to 3 laps to go. 12 of the best SLC drivers around. I have a couple that aren't here, but we got quite a few big names, quite a few people you wouldn't expect. Shuffle and Mr. Monaco, 2 Europeans staying up very late against all odds just to race for 500 Robux. I mean, that's a spectacle. 2 laps to go. If we could have Arizona move up, as well as T7 Jake, just a little bit, looking pretty good. As time by, the lights are going black. Lock in here. Oh, we got lag. Mr. Monaco up, Mr. Monaco up. Watch the lights. Green flag. No jumps to call, clean start. Alright, well, Gohan is off to an early lead. Arizona also claiming up to 2nd place. The green flag is coming out to the racetrack. Again, if you spin, you can stop your car. You won't fall a lap down. You will just get a strike. You get 3 of those today. Racing is pretty darn solid. A massive group there for the 2nd place spot. Giram FX2 will take it away from Twin. Twin is our pole sitter, but here he is battling it out to even keep a podium. 2 GGS cars at the helm of it, but we got a yellow flag. T7J goes around. Race back happening now. Gohan, Giram, Twin, Eris, Shuffle, Mr. Monaco, Nico, Rebel, Jason, and Steve Waters. Jake will get his lap back. Just make sure the back of the field. We're going to go single file. All right. Jason, pick it up.
Dude, you guys gotta pass me. I'm in the back.
Yeah, Jake is in the back. Pass Jake. Get up there. We can go green. That is Jake's first strike. We single file. Jason, move up. Lights are black. Prepare yourselves. Try to stay behind the car that is ahead of you. Twin, move up. Green flag. Clean start. No jumps to call. Into turn 1 we go. Side by side between the 2 GGS cars. Gohan's going to get the better exit of the 2, though. Green flag is going to be secured on track. Gohan off to lead another lap as Eris takes the 3rd place spot in her screaming Honda HSV powered ROX mod. There is only another unique engine in the field, which is the Ferrari V12 in the American Ferrari. Pushing the bumper for the 45, on the 12. Now, as the cars start driving, there will be a little bit less lag. It's going to clear through. So, a bit of a normal condition. It does happen. As the cars spread out, it'll get better. Looks like the battle for 3rd is really starting to rage on between Arizona and Twin Turbo V6. It might become a battle for 2nd. Giram FS2 has fallen a little bit behind from Gohan. I don't know what happened to Jake there. I don't know if he spun out or saved it. As we go 3 wide with a lap car, Arizona is still side by side with Twin Turbo V6. Now, mind you, we have overtime rules in this series, so if anything goes wrong late in the race, that could cause us to add a couple extra laps. We do 2 laps. Now, Eastern 5-1 is going to be the first target of the night. You can see up in the pit lane, he's done. as leaders filed through lap cars. There's that crossing over again with Twin Double V6 down the front stretch into turn number 1. But Eris is going to get the exit. She has taken the podium spot, but Twin is right on her ass. Respectfully. Holy smokes. What a battle this one has been. And here is Gear about to join it. 3 wide into turn number 3. On the exit, Twin gets the better exit of a 2. Gohan is loose. 4 cars for the lead. Gohan gets a better exit out of the deal, but now he is within reach to lose his lead. There's 3 very hungry cars behind fighting it out for the lead. When all hope was lost, it is suddenly back. The Spooky Night Grand Prix does not disappoint. There's another DGS car, the Rebel 26 machine. About to be passed by its teammates here. And there is Gohan. It is a DGS sandwich. Eris Netta's going to have to find her way through the field. It's not going to be too hard. There's no collision physics. However, it is pretty distracting to have to go through people. Happens cleanly. And all continues as it was uniformly. Okay, yellow flag is going to go out. It is going to go to Gohan. Giram, Eris, Twin, Shuffle. Jason's a lap car, you get his lap back. Then it is, ooh, what a race back there. Then it is going to be Mr. Monaco, or it's going to be, okay, lineup as the board goes. We are going to review the one between you two, Nico, and Mr. Monaco. Steve Waters, get your lap back.
Whoever it was that spun into the pits and has just pulled off.
That's Rebel. Alright, let's see what the order was. T7 bottle says 10 of ice. Alright. Race back being washed right now. Alright, so it is Gohan, Giram, Eris Netta, Twin Double V6. Jason will be starting ahead of Steve Waters. Shuffle to the 5th place spot. Then in 6th place, it's a very close one, but it goes to the American Ferrari. So Mr. Monaco will be starting ahead of Nico Outs. Our order is good, so we're going to go black this lap. We're going to change all laps to 31. We're going to change all laps to 30 here. Green flag. A great start for Shuffle over Twin into turn 1. Side by side, now 3 wide for the lead for just a moment out of 4. But Gohan is going to reinforce his lead for the time being. Giram and Eris side by side, but Giram's going to clip the wall. Eris with a lunge for the lead, but she's going to go wide. Gohan stays back in the front. Through 1 and 2 we go. Lap 33 out of 100. 1/3 of the way through the race. And it looks like Gohan is off to lead yet another lap. Next caution we have, we're going to clear the cars that pulled off. I believe we're down to 9 cars out of the original 12 starters. Twin Turbo V6 is starting to rebound a bit. Again, he is your pole sitter. Our current best time is Eris Netta. It's an 11.390, the fastest lap we've seen all weekend. This is probably the fastest we're going to see with these with the new looser setups on the track. Has made the racing pretty good for the most part. Again, this is a very high intensity race for 500 Robux. Winner will take home 500. It might be going in favor of Gohan for now, but we saw that happen last race with the Formula Micros when Evan Varney had dominated the feature, but had fallen just a bit short at the very end. Also saw that with Jackson Cook and Saturn. Now there is Steve Waters about to fall a lap down once again. There's Netta making the move. Side by side between Twin Turbo V6, Gear MFX2, two championship rivals. This is the closest one to the top here. In every race, Gearham's got to grind down to get better than Twin. Because every race he knocked down is one that championship hope starts to fade out, but it's still definitely there. Gearham is looking to go side by side for the second place position between himself and Aris Netta. As Jason is about to fall a lap down. Again, if a lap car falls a lap down, they could get their lap back upon a caution. And there's Gearham down the inside of Aris Netta. Side by side down the front stretch. Aris is going to have to worry about him because here is Gearham pushing through. The two side by side down the front stretch once again. The screaming Honda making its way through. Gearham going down the inside, crossing back over. The two side by side down the front stretch, going through each other. Meanwhile, Twin is now making the pass on Jason. Put him a lap down. Aristonda might be closing down that gap for the lead little by little. It's going to have to take a lot. She's been expressing a pretty good amount of satisfaction with her new engine sound as we close into the halfway point of the race. So next lap is going to be the one we go halfway done. Next one will be the cross flags. Gearham is going to scrub a little bit, and he will lose it. He still is in third place. He still is ahead of Twin. That's going to be what matters here. We are halfway done with today's race. As it looks like Steve Waters is about to get put 2 laps down here by Gohan. But here's Eris. Eris closing that gap down, attacking the rear bumper. She's going to take a wider line on the exit. Gohan with a tighter exit, and that might costs a little bit of speed. It's very subtle. We'll see what the gap looks like as they make their way through 3 and 4. Checking the board once again. And it's about maintained itself. We're about half a second between the first and second place. But again, the top 3 is just an absolute tail chase for the lead. Any of these guys make a mistake, it's going to be over. Harris is longing for a victory at the Supercar Night Grand Prix. She's fallen short many times, has attended almost every one with the ROX Mods. So this could be her opportunity to finally do it. She's been looking for it for a very long time. Oh, but she's going to slap the wall ever so slightly. There goes a couple tenths. Still stays ahead and holds a very solid second place. So far, we stayed clean as far as I can see. And if you do spin and you want a caution, you can just stop your car and I'll find it when we go by. So just remember that. I may not be able to catch everyone, but I'll try my best. We are starting to go through the lap, or we're starting to lap a couple more cars. Jason is going to fall 2 laps down. And there is a battle there between Nicolaz and the Polish Porsche and the American Ferrari, 2 very aptly named machines. And Gohan's going to make his way through. And actually, it almost looks like the lap cars have held up Eris a little bit up, allowing Gohan to slide, or allowing Gearham to get a little bit closer, and Gohan to extend his lead just a little bit further. About a second and a half now the distance. There's the 2 streamers on the track, the V12 and the Honda HSV, flat plane V8. Making the way through turns 3 and 4. As our leaders got to fight the way through lap cars. There's a couple of them they got to fight through. As Guillaume slaps the outside wall off of 2. That's going to cost them quite a bit of time, although no threat at the time from Twin Triple V6. Ayers is now clear to the lap cars. This is her opportunity to climb up that ladder. The only other one coming up is Shuffle. Our leader is starting to close in on him too. A dominant performance by Gohan. We saw a couple of great shots earlier, especially before the last caution, as Mr. Monaco is going to slap the outside wall, loses some time, and allows Nicholas to pass for a position or about make a threat to it. Doesn't quite get it done though. So we are at the moment where the race starts to spread out a bit. You can see the lag is a little bit less severe. Depends on when we're going through lap cars or not. Alright, I think the biggest thing to report currently at the moment is the battle between Nicholas and the 7 American Ferrari. As there's Guillaume with a big loose moment. Championship rival Twin Triple V6 just behind. A battle going on for 3rd place, about to stir up. Only a couple car lengths separate Twin Triple V6 from the 45A. Again, these are the 2 you want to watch when it comes to championship standings. They will be on the top tomorrow. Guillaume is a winner here at Track Loans. He won last year's Spooky Night Grand Prix. He also won the Road Course Patriot Grand Prix feature. So he's going to be a big threat there, I most likely suspect, because it's going to be a very similar car. But Gohan is not moving. He teleports again. His heart's probably pumping. I'm sorry for that. And he did have a gigantic lag spike there. Arisnetta is pushing up that gap a little bit there. That's another lap down for Jason and Steve Waters. Must remind you, once you guys fall 10 laps down, that'll be your days. I don't think any of you guys are going to be at that risk, especially this late in the race. We're already in the last quarter, but Gohan is not moving. Uh-oh. Teleporting back. His internet might be a little bit finicky at the moment. Oh, man. I think Gohan's having some mild internet issues. He still keeps on going, though. Got a big threat behind him from Arisnetta. With about a half-second gap, about 2 or 3 car lengths for the lead. We have stayed relatively clean throughout the day. And any caution would really stir things up. A lot of cars would go back into the lead lap. A lot of other cars would get a lap back. And so far, there's no report of anything of such. And we hope this race can dynamically end. It's been a very intense one. The pressure is all on Gohan and Aris. The 2 of them got to hold it up. They make a mistake this late in the race, they're going to have to start all the way back from 4th place. As per the rules. Not exactly the end of the world, I'd say. Because this time Bob got 15 laps to go. Oh, Eris looking at the rear left of Gohan for just a second. She's closed down that gap. Gohan's taking a wider line than Eris. Eris is down within a car length on the edge of the corners. She is climbing up. It's going to be a big threat for that win between Eris and Gohan. 2 very well-liked drivers within the SLC universe. As Eris closes down the gap to just a 1/4 second. Steve Waters tapping the outside wall. Will be put down, I believe, another lap. Arisnetta, here she comes. I was going to fall a little bit back out on her exit. She was side by side, an aggressive move. to try to get a better line, but it's not going to work. 10 laps to go as we are. A very close battle going on for the lead. Might get closer as we close in on the last 10, now 9 laps of today's race. Got to feed through another lap car as there's Nico in the American Ferrari battling out, but meanwhile for the lead. Harris is going to lose that gap. Here is Gohan climbing up again, makes the gap a half second. Harris is pushing as hard as you can, but Gohan is just such a fast driver. He's so consistent, is just an actual threat. Harris has gone the fastest time though. She just needs to get more than him. And here she comes, down to the rear bumper. She'll lose out a little bit on that exit as this time by. We got 5 more laps to go. We are close to the finish. One car length separating our leaders. Harris has just got to outdrive him. I don't know if it's going to work though, as every turn it's going to get tougher and tougher. Gohan's locking in. We are 3 laps to go here at Track Loans on the Spooky Night Grand Prix Halloween race. Well, one day after. 2 laps to go now. And it's held about consistent. Harris has got to make up a half second in 2 laps. 3 more turns. Gonna have to take, I think, something significant for things to change. Gohan, white flag in the air for Gohan. So he's making his way now down the back straightaway. About to pass the American Ferrari through 3 and 4. And Gohan wins the Spooky Night Grand Prix ROX Mod Oval feature. Gonna watch the rest of the positions as they go through. Deer finishes on the podium. Will keep a small advantage over Twin. Alright, I think it'll actually be dead even. So if we could get our winner to victory lane, Gohan. You could also try to do donuts too if you want, if you can. What a crazy race. Now we're going to try to interview everyone we can. If you stick around, we will try to interview you. So, I believe there is Gohan off of turns 1 and 2. If you could head to victory lane when you can. That's an awesome job. Now, this one wasn't quite the extravaganza that we had last time here, but that was an absolutely insane tail chase that did not want to end between Harris and Gohan. Gohan was clearly the driver to beat today. He beat my ass in the stock F4s. He beat my ass in the Fox bodies, and today he beats everyone's ass in the ROX Mods. So I'm gonna get you your bottle, and if we get the podium up there, it'd be nice too. So we need Aris Netta, and I believe third was Gear Methods too. What a crazy race. It ran so cleanly. Unless I just didn't see any cautions. Alright. If I could get Giram and Eris up here too. We're going to play the American Anthem, then we're going to... Let me just get that up. Alright. After we get Eris and Gohan to the podium, we'll start the podium procedures. What a crazy race. Oh, Eris is not Eris sized. Yeah, if we could get our podium to the podium, let's Apologies. I was trying to insert the other song. That's weird. There we go. 10 out of 10. And off to the first real day of Spook Night Grand Prix. Of course, we got Thursday. We got a lot more race. We got a lot more racing tomorrow on the road course. Now we're gonna start tomorrow morning with RFTC. I believe at 6 a.m. in the fucking morning. God damn me. That's gonna be fun. Then at 10 a.m. we're gonna be doing Mid's car. 12 p.m. we will be doing GTI. These are on the SLC server. Between the GTI feature and Formula Micro, there is an opening. That'll just be free practice. So the Formula Micro race at 5 p.m. USPST, the road course one, will be done in SLC, and of course we're going to move to the SLC server at 7 p.m. for the ROX Mod feature. 30 laps on the road course. So we are going to talk to our winner, Gohan. Alright, let's see if he's right there. So that is an awesome victory, Gohan. I don't know if you can comprehend what you've done, but that was just an absolutely stellar performance today. Held off Harris all the way to the end. She was close. I don't know if you realize that, but she was really close all the way to the end.
Dude, dude, I'm telling you, like every fucking corner, cause I knew Eris was catching up. I mean, shit, you're getting all excited. You're getting all excited. You're giving me like every call out ever. So I knew Eris was catching up on me. It was real scary, actually. You know, fucking like every corner I was losing time. But you know, like mid race, I remembered how Twin won so much, and that motherfucker just stayed consistent. Just stay consistent, stay up on line, and just go with it. So I switched that strat, and I just held on that one line till as long as I possibly could. And yeah, dude, that's a like most intense race for me so far, probably. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Like having me, Eris, Twin, and then what was it, Giram? Yeah. Me, Eris, Twin, and Giram just starting all at the front at the same time. It was just it was some really intense shit. Honestly, I still can't really believe I actually pulled that shit off. But yeah, that's it was a crazy fucking race, dude. Crazy fucking race.
Well, that is great to hear, Gohan. Now we got another one coming up tomorrow night. That is going to be on the road course. I know road courses are a little bit more up your alley, but have you tested the road course any?
I probably haven't. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop on it after. What class are racing first on it?
RFTC tomorrow morning. You should probably that's gonna be like 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. EST.
Okay.
You should probably join the Mid's car race. That's it. So, a lot of stuff tomorrow leading into this one. So, yeah.
You know, dude. Actually, no, I remember I was telling you, bro. I told you in DMs, bro. I could hold a line longer than 5 fucking laps if I have this cam lock. I told you that, bro. In the first race with the cam lock, I'm actually holding lines now. I told you, bro. I told you. Yeah. Good fucking race, Eris. You're fucking scary. I really hope next time you won't be on my ass like that, because that wasn't really that fun. But no, yeah. She's probably gonna be on my ass on road course anyway. Let's be honest with you. Probably set like a magical time like she did this time. What did she get, bro? 11:3. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? But we'll see, bro. We'll see, bro. You'll see.
It's absolutely awesome to hear Gohan again. Another golden zombie had to take home the most we've seen the weekend. You might be trying to go for, might be closing in on the record soon if you keep on shooting up these features. Maybe you take home 500 Robux too.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, is there like a group of guys joined or some shit? Cause
SLC,
huh?
SLC, it's in 2024 information.
Should probably be in SLC.
Yeah, wait 2 weeks. Wait 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then wasn't the fucking Vox bodies and then the i4's Robux too, or is it just this one?
Yeah, they were 100 and 150.
Oh hell yeah, okay, so I'm not broke anymore. Let's fucking go.
This guy got This guy's got 750 Robux out of one day.
Oh shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Twin got like 30 laps of practice, I probably would have lost anyway. I probably would have fucking lost. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But I'm gonna enjoy my win. I'm gonna just enjoy my win.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that gonna wrap it up for today, Gohan?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you there, Gohan. So second place here today was Arisneta. And again, you and Gohan, an absolutely amazing performance all the way to the finish. Just falling a little bit short again for another one. You still got another shot tomorrow to take home a ROX Mods SNGP race on the road course. So what do you guys say overall about today's race, though?
Oh yeah, no, it's a fucking awesome race, but big shame that I couldn't go for the win. We can't all have what we want in life, but I fucking drove my ass off there completely. Like I've never been so tense for so long in a race before. Because I got really scared through around like lap 70 or something, because I was starting to lose Gohan and I was starting to fall back because I started to fall back and I started to just like lose time, and then I got the time back, so I kept fighting. It was really fucking scary because he just got further away, and then we're back on. We're like, Jesus. We were setting really inconsistent times, but we were matching each other really well. Like one lap I saw 11.7, another lap 11.5, another lap 11.46. I don't think I set a single time below, like after the halfway, I don't think I set a single lap below 11.42. But I mean, I managed to get by. Trying to go around the lap cars. Big struggle from the lag and also getting distracted, but I got through. It was so fun though. I love the sound, because it genuinely it's so nice being able to drive with the sound in a car that can be competitive instead of just driving for fun. Because it's so cool. It is just so cool. Also, it feels fucking wonderful. It genuinely makes me feel like I'm going a lot faster than I actually am. Because of how screamy it is, and I love it. I love it so much. Also, the B cam fucking 100% saved my whole race. Because if it wasn't for the B cam being there, I feel like I would have been all over the place. Because I was only able to stay so tight with the line, and so like consistent with how I was actually turning, because I could actually see straight, instead of kind of having the default chase camera just kind of like dragging on slowly. Everything felt so coherent, and it was fun. I wasn't very optimistic looking forward to this, because I thought that there was no way that it could match the Patriot GP race with the older setup. But it bested it. This is actually way better, because the cars didn't understeer that much. I mean, sometimes I tapped the outside wall a little, but I feel like I tapped the inside wall a lot more than I did the outside, which says a lot about how these cars are compared to the other ones. And also the fact that the race went through so cleanly was fucking phenomenal. Like a single pace car, and no, actually, no, yeah, there was a single pace car, I think, from the spin that East called out that I never knew who it was. But yeah,
I'm trying to think, but I don't think I remember who it was either.
Yeah, I mean, even then it wouldn't have mattered, because
Yeah.
no one got a strike. No one got any strikes at all or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun. Genuinely, I loved it. I want to go forward with the same level of like hype to the road course race, but I'm really skeptical on how they'll handle the Loans road course. with the new setup.
Well-
I'm really skeptical about it.
We've softened the suspension from the last time we ran here, so you know, it might be better than it was last round. But then again, every time we run here,
Probably.
it's a death sentence. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me about it.
Eric said no
Fucking
last
tell me about
SNGP.
it.
Eric said no about this last SNGP.
Tell me about it.
Historical.
Yeah, tell me about it. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy to think that it's been a year since that. It's crazy to think that it's been 2 years since I was racing with my arm stuck in one fucking position for the whole fucking race. Fuck. But like, yeah, I'll stop taking up time. Fucking amazing race. Great job to everyone. The battle at the start, like the four-way for the lead was really fun, and continuing on with Gohan was even more fun. I've never had a one-on-one battle for so long like that in fucking ages. Lovely stuff. Genuinely lovely.
All right. Well, that was a great chat with you. Always nice to talk with you. This time a lot better off, I think, than you were in the end of the micro race. I don't think you were very happy with that one, but
Oh yeah, no, because I still don't like the cars.
okay, that's fair. So we got Mitch cars up. That's an SLC feature. I know you're gonna be hyped up for that one too. So
Yeah, hope it goes well.
all right. Is that all you want to say?
Yeah, really.
All right.
Really, I've said everything I could.
Okay.
I could say.
All right. Thank you there, Eris. We are gonna look down the list of drivers and interview who's left. Giram is gone. Twin is gone. The two championship runners both have backed out of the interview. Both of them have tied on their results, so we'll see about that one. Not a good race for Twin. I know he wasn't very happy going from first to fifth place, so I can understand. Shuffle's not here. He's probably asleep. That leaves us with the probably sleep deprived or not, or very tired from just waking up, Mr. Monaco. So hey there, Mr. Monaco, how are you doing? Let's join a chocolate bar. Do you got a copy? You can either use chat or you could speak. It's up to you.
No.
Yo. I noticed throughout
think it
the
works
day.
now. Okay.
Yeah. I know it's not exactly the result you were looking for, but it was a very competitive field today. You and Nico were going back and forth. I wish I could have seen it a bit more. I was a bit occupied by what was going on up front. So, could you summarize what happened today there between you and Nico?
I was pretty much trying to chase Shuffle, but I was making too much mistakes, and that kind of put me back with Nico.
All right. So how was the setup?
Well, I liked it, but I just didn't have practice
That's true.
overall. Raced this just to compensate for missing stock I4.
That's relatively true. We got GTI running up tomorrow. I know it's a race you might be looking up forwards to potentially if you're able to do it. On the very iconic track loans. That has been probably the longest running track loans SNGP event. So, you want to talk about
nice
that?
Taking the Mercedes then.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We've got a car driving backwards on the speedway. It looks. All right. Is there anything else you want to say, or you could think of?
That's all.
All right. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Monaco. Best of luck with the next races we got going on. Hopefully, you can come home with one of these fantastic little trophies. But we'll see what lies in the future. I'm gonna go down the list, see who's left. So Nico Otts is not here. That leaves us with Jason Dady. So Jason has finished up ahead of Steve Waters in the 8th place position. Outlast his teammate and a couple other cars. So not overall too bad of a race, I think, for you, Jason. But what's going on up there?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, it was a battle there with Steven, in the 48. He was doing an amazing job, but he maybe lost control and, get a lap down.
Cars on the podium. That's cool. You got your friend here too. Oh, so, it's a guy from. Okay, that's cool.
Would you, I know they're not gonna say a mean word, but, can you at least mute 2 of them?
Who?
Jay and my other friend,
I would not do that, Robo.
why?
I'm not gonna instigate anything. But Jason, overall, what went on today? I didn't get a lot of camera action on you, so what was going on today for the 20 Toyota machine?
Can you say it again?
What was going on today in the number 20 Toyota machine? Today's race.
The number 20 Toyota DeWalt machine is like do an amazing job. My car was handling great and turning a lot better. Going straight is like good, but my main problem was the gear on sticking to third and kind of slowing down when I hit the brake and going to the curb.
So what was going on between you and Steve Waters, if there's anything?
It just mostly the same, just battling out there with a turning to the lap cars because the leader passed me and Steven, but mostly it's just a battle out there, just for normal.
All right. Well, we got another race coming up tomorrow with the ROX Mods and a lot of other features. So, looking up to any feature in particular coming up?
I'm looking forward to the world course tomorrow, for the one mod and for the micros, and even the super indies and the midgets.
Well, those are Sunday, but the
No,
midgets.
not
already
the
happened.
midget. I know.
It's okay.
The mid cars. Yeah, that was what I'm trying to say.
All right. Well, hopefully you could get a good feature coming up in the next day. Again, we got a lot of races coming up there. We'll show you guys a schedule. Before that, we're gonna finish our interviews with everyone that's left. So,
Hey, Wilbo, can
Hmm?
I speak with you in a general after you're done streaming?
Sure. So, we're gonna now move on to Turbo, otherwise known as Steve Waters. So Steve Waters here. Still, technically, you did beat 3 people, and you did have a couple good runs there in the qualifying session. And even in the race, I think you weren't doing too bad. However, the finish result probably wasn't what you wanted, but still not that bad. Still outlasted Rebel, still outlasted Jake and East, and Speedy. So, still beat 4 cars today. That's something I think you could take home with you. We got another one up tomorrow on the road course. But overall, I gotta hear from the man himself. What do you guys say?
Well, I'm actually happy about what happened today. I actually got the job done in most of this throughout the night. It was like he did my hardest. I did the work and got home with mostly top 10 finishes throughout the night. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy about that. On P9 and I believe earlier, or not like earlier, I believe.
Mhm.
Was it?
I think it was the Formula Micros that you did beat a couple of people.
No, I didn't do Formula Micros. I
Oh,
did.
no,
I did
Yeah.
Outlaw carts, or not Outlaw carts.
Outlaw
Late
cars.
models.
Outlaw late models, yeah. How'd you do in
Yeah.
that one? The Wassel race.
Did fairly good, in my opinion.
All right, well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to our DNFs?
Thank you to those for attending,
All right.
even though there's not much in the crowd. But yeah,
There was actually
Thank
quite
you
a
for
few. There was actually a couple people there.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't realize that. That's the biggest crowd we've seen since I think Northwest Ohio. But that was crazy. That in particular was a little crazy. I think we had like 6 people. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. Thank you there. And again, best of luck with the races we got tomorrow. There's a lot left. We're going to now talk to East 951. He pulled off early. Called the yellow when the car spun. I believe that was Rebel that did that, if I was correct, right?
It was.
Okay. So what happened in today's race from your POV?
I mean, yeah, man. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So we pulled off early.
Yeah.
Is there any asking for the stream, I guess? Is there anything between you and Speedy that made you want to start this race?
I'm gonna remain silent on this issue.
Okay. I don't personally care. I don't personally care.
It was I did what I had to do to keep a steady, good flowing race going. And I feel like I should really be fucking trialed for moderator because oh my god, Robo, I was doing so much shit behind the scene you didn't even know.
All right.
So much productivity was done. Had admin all night. All
East
I did was
for the
help.
win.
I've had admin all night. I want my moderator. Give me trial, please. Oh.
East for the win.
Turbo gets it.
All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna move on to the end of the stream. Thank you guys for showing up to make this race as great as it's been. Again, the track Lowndes Oval does not disappoint. Even though this time is a bottom track, it was a great tail chase all the way to the finish, and there was a lot of action in between. So I hope to see this track running next year. There's no reason to end this shit as long as people are interested. So we are gonna close off the stream in just a bit, but I would like to see what's going on soon. So let me close that up. All right, so let's get into the schedule. Can open that one up. Yes. All right, so tomorrow at 6 a.m. USPST, we're going to be going to RFTC, Race for the Cup, doing a 60-lap feature. We don't know how many cars are going to be there, but there is going to be a race started early in the morning as a European-style series. Mid's car will be out for a 15-lap race at 10 a.m. That's going to be the first SLC road course race of the weekend. It's going to be followed by GTI for a 45-lap feature at 12 p.m. And then Formula Micro will be racing at 5 p.m. What?
I have 2 cars if anybody wants to race that, by the way.
Oh yeah, Jake has 2 cars for SLC drivers at RFTC. So if you want a shot, show up there.
Which class?
Race for the Cup 6 a.m. ESPST or 9 a.m. EST.
What series?
Race for the Cup.
What fucking
GT3s.
Thank you.
Anyways, Formula Micros will be at 5 p.m. USPST in the evening for a 15-lap feature right before, again on the road course, and 7 p.m. in the SLC server. The ROX Mods are going to go to the road course for a 30-lap feature, close off the night. That's going to be run as an evening race. The cars don't have lights, a little bit dark. And after that, the track is going to be open. Sunday, we got a time change once again, so be aware that on Sunday there's going to be a time change If you do not have a time change, then make the adjustments accordingly. We're going to be moving an hour later than they were scheduled the day before. We'll see about the BMCR race. That's going to be a 2-race feature. The first one's going to be 20 laps. The second one's going to be 30 laps. And at 10 a.m. we'll be doing the Historic Group C Showcase. Again, this is at Sunday with a time change for a 20-lap feature with the best cars, best racers that we have around in an invitational race. It's going to be a fun one to watch. It's going to be fun to see and hear the screaming V10s, V12s, and 4-rotors, as well as some V8s and other engines in the midst. Time Attack is going to run at 12 p.m. for a whole hour. We don't have any entries looking to break the all-time record, but we got some entries for the human record coming up. And that's going to be interesting to see where human limits and machine can push. At 2 p.m. USPST, we're going to be doing a Super Indy race for 60 laps. That's going to be another 500 Robux to win feature, so make sure to give that one a nice try. Toga Development will be running at 4 p.m. on Sunday, again with the time change, and I believe the race might be an hour. They haven't really fully figured it out, at least I've not been told. They will be racing a 2022 McLaren F1 car. Might be 23 actually, but that general era of cars. So that's gonna be fun. But again, for those wondering, this is what's coming in tomorrow. I'm gonna keep out that there. Thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed this race, and I'm glad to do more. And again, I can't wait to see the ROX Mods going out the road course tomorrow.